What does baseball mean to you?
Baseball is equated with apple pie and hot dogs and ice cream and peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
There's a lot of strategy. It moves slower. It's something you could talk to your friends when you go to a game.
I think it has a lot to do with Babe Ruth. There was all the scandals with baseball, and he came through and he was honest and faithful, and he kind of got all of America around the sport.
It's about people coming together, but baseball is the one common thing, and it's just great that it can be intertwined like that.
It's a game of honesty and it's a game of loyalty. You play with your teammates, you rely on your teammates, they rely on you.
And I think family is so important in the United States, it always has been. Baseball and family are like this, they go together.
It's the best game in the world.
Share your favorite story at vpt.org/baseball. And don't miss the 10th inning, Ken Burns' new addition to baseball, coming in September to VPT. Why do you love baseball?
You get to bat, you get to throw, you get to catch. A lot of stuff you get to do, that's fun.
When my team made it to the championships and when my best friend hit a grand slam.
I remember going to Fenway when I was about 10 years old and getting kind of hooked at that point and doing the whole baseball card thing and collecting and then playing Little League Baseball.
I was this Yankee fan as a result of meeting Mickey Mantle. He was just such a big guy, and he said, "Are you going to be a Yankee fan?" I said, "Yep, Mick, I'm going to be a Yankee fan."
Well, my dad handed me a mitt, and we just started ever since I was little having a catch, and I've just grown so much.
Every Sunday when I was younger, there was a field where the men would get together and play, so I watched my father play.
I like during the Mountaineers games just all the music and the stuff they play to get you excited. During the rainy time, there was a rainbow in the sky and they played Somewhere Over the Rainbow.
Share your favorite story at vpt.org/baseball. And don't miss the 10th inning, Ken Burns' new addition to baseball, coming in September to VPT. Baseball and families, they're a natural.
Well, I coached South Burlington baseball for about 5 years, and it was a great experience just seeing the kids develop. When a kid who wasn't sure of himself got confidence, because it's all the confidence and making the kids feel good, and those are things you're being take on later on to different aspects of your life.
More often than not, the coach also gives life lessons of good sportsmanship and playing well together, and it's something they can play their whole life.
I'll walk out to the parking lot after the game and see families together, 2 or 3 little kids with their mom, with their dad, or with both, talking about the game. And I bet if you talk to half those little kids who won the game, they'd have no idea. That's not really the point. The point is to get out here and be with family.
It's almost our civic duty to teach our kids baseball and learn baseball because it's part of the national pastime. If they learn baseball, they can go to an event like this and appreciate great plays.
Well, it's a game where, like tonight or any game, 3 generations can go. The grandfathers, the parents, and the children. And there's something special for everyone there.
It's something that ties generations together because whenever there's a family get-together, you can always talk baseball.
Share your favorite story at vpt.org/baseball. And don't miss the 10th inning, Ken Burns' new addition to baseball, coming in September to VPT. Baseball, what's the score?
I love baseball, and you can't beat being at the park. I mean, it's nice to see the games on TV, but you can't beat the park. I can watch what I want to look at, not what the camera wants to show me. I mean, the camera will zoom in on the pitcher and everything. I like to look around, see how the players are positioned, how they got the outfield, where are the gaps, and I also like to watch the fans. It's fun. I keep score. That also adds to the game to me. And, years later, you can pick up the book and relive the game. You can't beat the crowds at a baseball game. They're friendly, they're fun.
Share your favorite story at vpt.org/baseball. And don't miss the 10th inning, Ken Burns' new addition to baseball, coming in September to VPT. Baseball, a Vermont tradition. A form of baseball was played in Vermont before the Civil War, and by the turn of the century, town teams were the heart and soul of Vermont baseball, with almost every town having at least one team. the larger cities having several. Local teams were the focal point of community gatherings, and skill levels were often above average. The Franklin County League was considered to be on par with semi-pro leagues of the time. Back then, high-scoring games could run into as many as 50 runs, which reflects earlier, more casual rules such as underhanded pitching and barehanded fielding. Owners of local mills and factories would sponsor a team to promote themselves and their community. But even with that, most town teams had to mix and match uniforms and pay their own travel and meal expenses. Share your favorite baseball history at vpt.org/baseball. And don't miss the 10th inning, Ken Burns' new addition to baseball, coming September 28th and 29th to VPT.